I was watching this video, and they're like, "It's la crodad ortina, onion. We got the onion, we got the lemon," and I'm like, "Holy, this is Don's people." So I sent it to. Oh, and welcome to the Glacially Musical Podcast. It is beer, metal, and swearing. Of course, I am Nick Cameron, the founder of Glacially Musical and a world-class champion wiggler and solitaire player. Joined by my good friend, the Raging Cajun himself, Don. I forgot what it was. I had a great one and I totally lost it. And of course, always with us, he might be a friend, he might be family, he might be an enemy. Keefy Capulet. How are we doing today, guys?
What that was a lot right there.
I had like a great one. Lot to unpack. I had a great one for you. I really did. And I mean, I rehearsed it in my brain. It's gone. It's totally gone. They're fine. I'm not fine. I had a bad day at work, and I haven't had a beer. And then there's the White Castle story I can tell you if you want to relive my trauma. Yeah. It was so awful, it is now trauma. In fact, before I open the beer, here's what happened, right? I go to the kids got a community service today. It's not like prison stuff. It's high school stuff.
What? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what did she do?
You already asked me this question, Don. It's funny, though. It is funny. So I drop her off and I go to the McDonald's. My car has one bar. I'm down to nothing on my car. And so I go to the McDonald's. I sit in the line for 10 minutes, nothing. So I eventually just like, well, screw this. I'll go to Whitey's. I go to Whitey's, nobody in line. I'm like, yes, it's 6:05. 6:05. I finished my dinner at 6:42. You do that math. It's not good. So after forever, they take my order. And I finally, after forever again, I get it. I hold the bag and I think, this is a little light. I should have checked it more closely. I didn't. I get home and it's the wrong fudging bag. I did have my ketchup and mustard, but I didn't have my double cheeseburger. Didn't have my second double cheeseburger. Didn't have the order of Papas Fritas. Nor did I have my crispy, I don't know, some breakfast sandwich apparently. So I bring it back and I'm like, can my car even get there and back? I'm now to 7% charge. Thankfully, it's around the corner. I walk in and they're like, oh, did you get the breakfast? And I'm like, what? He's like, here's your order. My bad. Sorry. I get home. It's cold now. And the ketchup and mustard was in the other bag. What can you do with White Castles that's cold without ketchup and mustard? You can crack a beer. That's what you can do. Finger fudge pour.
Did they at least give you mayonnaise?
No, shut up. Oh. Mayonnaise? We are enemies now. The Glacially Musical Beer of the Week is a Melvin Brewing Terrapin Beams Double IPA. Pouring it into the Samuel Smith glass. Look at this creamy IPA. You can tell this is not a filtered IPA. This is a haze. What do you got, Don?
I am rocking the very last of my Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ales, and I'm raw dogging this, buddy, out of the can because
get something better.
I forgot to bring my my pint glass up here. So anyway,
if you look behind me, you can see I got like bunches of them.
I should just keep a couple here.
And then there was that one time I drank it out of the Stanley Cup, which was hysterical.
Oh my God, I should drink it out of something like that. I don't know, like a hollowed out skull.
Okay, Glenn Danzig from Aquafina Hunger Force. What you got, Keefy?
I got the vapors from that joke. Guess what I really thought you were going to say like Phil Lesh's shoe or something. Like, you know, that would be on brand. I drink mead from the shoe of Phil Lesh.
Or you could drink it out of a bong.
We could drink bong water.
Oh, that's basically an IPA.
If you've ever accidentally ingested bong water, I can guarantee you it is the nastiest thing you have ever had in your life.
I feel like
legally speaking, I didn't even know bongs had water.
Bongs have water. Oh. Some bongs have water, and
legally speaking,
traditionally, yes, legally speaking, traditionally, bongs have water. The old water pipes, and I feel like bong water is closer to a stout or a Guinness.
But it's, it's very hoppy.
It's gross.
If you can imagine,
is a cousin of the hoppies.
So if you can imagine a warm Guinness that's been sitting out for like 4 days in the garage.
Well, then you call your friend Zero to dry it out.
Or you just
Not
a friend of mine
officially,
told me
legally speaking.
a friend of mine told me they actually have bongs that you put ice in too. But a friend told me this.
Well, I'm asking for a friend, so I'm glad a friend told you. So now it's a friend to a
Yeah.
friend to a friend.
It's a friend of the show.
Oh,
So now that we're
so Sebastian Bach.
let's bring it back and have the liquid death.
Well, what flavor is it?
It is severed
Convicted
lime.
melon.
Severed lime. The green is lime. Severed lime.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, everybody.
Well, I forgot to mention the departments. It is greeting, beer check, vinyl check, news check, shirt check, meat of the episode. This week's meat is a steak from Oscar's Steakhouse in downtown, Dio, Dream Evil. I realized today I currently have reservations for steakhouses in 2 cities and 2 states for the rest of the year. See how many states and cities I can add to that. All right. My vinyl check, I went to the record store this past weekend, and I couldn't find much. But I found the best $8 record you're ever going to see. The George Thorogood's self-titled. It's got 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. $8. Don's looking at me like I'm wrong. We all know Don is wrong. This is George Thorogood. George Thorogood. He's bad to the bone, but not yet. It took him a couple albums after this to get bad to the bone. But he's bad to the bone now. Oh, look, and he's sitting down like John Lee Hooker. He's not John Lee Hooker. Don, what do you got?
All right, let's see what I got today. So I did some shopping, so I'm super excited about this. So friend of the show, Wingy J. Malmsteen, marching out. $10 at the new record store here.
You should have marched. You should have marched out of the record store without that record.
Dude, I marched out of this record store. This $10, dude. I could not.
I marched out of the record store with that same record, except mine's a First Press Radio promo that I got for $7.
Wait, hold on a second. Okay, no, this isn't a radio, but it's First Press though. It's not radio promo though.
Are you sure? I mean, I saw the photo. It had like all kinds of stickers that made me think it wasn't. I don't think that's a First Press, dude. Mine's got a different cover.
Rock's most
That's
brilliant
a
new
bestseller.
guitarist.
It's a bestseller. That is
What does
not
that
First
mean?
Press.
Oh, okay. So is it like a second or third pressing, or?
That means it's a budget repress.
Nah, it sounds great, and it was $10, and I
no
love
shame.
it.
I got like 50 of those.
And then my last one is the subject for tonight.
Wait, did you get that this week?
No, I got this the weekend it came out when I was let me see, how old would I have been? I would have been 3, 4, I would have been 14 when this came out. The second Dio album I bought the day it came out. So, or the week it came out, I should say. Now, which one is that?
This is Goose.
How do you tell them apart?
That is so speciest.
I was hoping you would catch that. Dude, Nick, I will plant a wet one right on you the next time I see you. Anyway, we're done.
Keefy, save us from ourselves.
Oh, Lord Almighty. So we have an experiment this week. Hi, and how are you doing? I'm Keefy, and I take risks with my record collection. So I got a new record that got sent to me, but I took a chance on an experiment. I guess I'll do the safe one first. Here's a brand new album from the metal group Patriarchs in Black. This is their brand new covers record. They had a original record last year. Kiss, Motorhead, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Queen. Everybody knows that I love covers. Johnny Kelly of Typo Negative and Sun Don't Shine is the drummer. Dan Lorenzo of Hades and Nonfiction is the guitar player.
What does he drive?
Johnny Kelly, I think a Super B.
No, Mr. Lorenzo.
Not a Benzo. Stop.
A Benzo. Aww.
Every week with the same 3 jokes.
They're good jokes.
So anyway, brand new record. I haven't heard the whole thing yet, but the singles were killer. Came in the mylar with the cellophane, kind of a thicky cellophane. I think, not an actual like usual cloudy one. And it's on this. Will you tell me what color orange this is? Rhymes with orange. Is that a good
That
old
is
safety?
medium rare sienna.
All right.
Ooh.
Not burnt sienna, not safety orange. It's not. Does not resemble cum unless you're an
No,
alien.
it's not safety orange. The obituary was safety orange.
Oh, that's
Yeah. See, I would call that murdered Cubert orange.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Wasn't he red though?
Huh?
It's overripe corn.
Wasn't Cubert red, or was he
I don't
orange?
know.
No, he was orange.
I'm
He
colorblind,
he
so
was
I don't
orange.
know.
That was over-ripened corn.
Over-ripened corn.
Fun fact: former NFL quarterback Vinny Testaverde went like his entire football career through like the most interceptions of anybody that was a semi-successful quarterback, and formerly Heisman Trophy winner at Miami University. And he was colorblind and didn't find this out till he was almost 40. Amazing! How did you get through a career throwing a round brown oblong ball to guys in colored jerseys, the same color or not the same color as you? Anyway,
He wasn't fully colorblind, was he?
I think he was fully colorblind. Okay, and he is not dead. He's alive. So experiment time.
Good for him.
I went down a Timu rabbit hole. This is going to go either incredibly bad or oh my, oh hell yes. Honey, put
Oh
on
my. Oh hell yes.
Oh hell
Gotta
no.
put on that party dress.
That was two-part
All right.
harmonies, by the way. Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, Tom Petty is rolling over in his urn. So I would like to smoke Tom Petty's ashes. I bet you could get crazy high from that.
For the rest of your life.
I started buying some stuff off of Temu. They had kind of pitched me to become a partner with them, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. So they gave me some money to buy some stuff. I bought some more stuff. I bought some shirts. Most of them are not good. And I bought shirts you can't get from bands. So I was like, if I see a shirt I cannot get from a band, I will buy it because I don't want to give money away to somebody that's just bullshit printing shirts to make money.
Right.
But, I mean, we're talking about dirt cheap, $4 a shirt, $5 a shirt. Vinyl for $10 and $20. So I made some mistakes. Mistakes were made. Some of the shirts I will wear. You will see them. Some of them I will mention that you can tell they're not high quality. This is a real shirt. We'll do the shirt check later. So I also, one of my things is not to rebuy stuff I have already, including like new presses or something. And I don't have a lot of bad versions of things because unlike Nick and Don, I want something that's new that I can play versus the thing that's old and used. But it's not a judgment. It's just my preference.
Mine plays.
I
sir.
know. Anyway, I'm a heathen. So at least I didn't drink first this week. So I did buy a record. I saw a record. It was already falsely advertised to me. I'll tell you about it in a second. I bought a record I already own because it was on Temu, and I just wanted to see what is the chance that this is okay. And you see, I just got that in the mail, so I didn't play that Patriarchs in Black. I haven't played this Temu yet, but the proof's in the pudding. We'll do the aesthetics first. Here's Kiss Love Gun that was supposed to be a Walmart color vinyl version. So this is from the remasters over the pandemic that Walmart, they advertised the photo from Walmart. Guess what? This ain't the Walmart version. This is just limited edition color vinyl with a sticker I've never seen before.
I hope it's black.
Is it a bootleg?
I really hope. I mean, first of all, it shouldn't be a bootleg. It has all the right branding on it. I mean, it could be.
I mean, if it were a bootleg, you definitely couldn't just bootleg the branding. That's for sure.
You can totally yes. The whole packaging looks authentic to my other Love Gun. But anyway, let's find out what color it is. I don't know, and if it's even like.
Okay,
red.
hang on. I'm going to say that it's blue. Done.
I'm going to say that it is red.
Yeah.
Keefy.
I don't have a prediction. This is going to probably be bad.
What did I say? The color that it is? I said the color that it is.
I don't.
Wait, can I change my mind? I think it's actually going to be the Carpenters.
Yeah, right off the bat, this doesn't look real or right at all.
No, that's got my Glenn Danzig, my Danzig 3 look.
That doesn't look. Well, that doesn't. No, I mean, like the original insert is not this. Whatever this is.
Oh no, I don't even know what that is. Good point.
Oh, here we go.
I think that was from one of the compilations or something like that had that kind of weird, that Kiss thing.
So it is a color vinyl, and you are both right somehow. Here's what it is. It is like New York Knicks.
Oh, God.
Everyone's a winner.
Stop talking, Don. Keefy talk.
Why? I mean, the label is an authentic looking Casablanca.
Hold it up. Yeah.
The label is an authentic Casablanca label, but like, I hope it plays okay. I have a bad feeling this is going to suck. It doesn't look
got a
terrible.
Smurf toilet paper splatter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like dead hippie.
Smurferia. It does look like
That's a Smurferia splatter.
It does look like a tie-dye shirt. Ew.
It does. Oh
well.
Oh.
I took a risk. Let's see how it goes. I'll fill you in later.
I want to know how it sounds.
I also am very curious about how it sounds.
I feel like it was pressed from somebody playing a cassette tape near the
absolutely
near
possible.
The
what I did find out about Temu is now that they have modeled their whole business like Amazon. So they have warehouses in America under Scurrilous, whatever the word is, business fronts, giant warehouses just like Amazon.
Spurious?
Spurrilous. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, questionable, squiffy, unsure of, whole warehouses full of stuff like that, plus a bunch of like print on demand places.
Sure, it totally sounds wonderful.
A lot of them are in America. I got that came from San Diego, even though it was ordered by a team from Temu. Okay, it was supposed to be like a Walmart. It had the Walmart. They grabbed the Walmart image. So learned a lesson. Temu, probably not correct advertising ethics in a lot of ways. But I took a shot. Let's see how it sounds for $20.
Probably not.
Yeah. Let me ask a quick question, if you don't mind, Keefy. So when you buy those from like Temu, are they individual sellers like how they are on Amazon? Like, are they like
I don't think
sellers?
So. I don't think so. They might get supplied by suppliers, just like Amazon, but I don't think it's individual sellers. It's bought from Temu.
So it's all just like basic.
It's all shipped from all over the world.
Gotcha.
Something got shipped to me from China. No tariffs, thank you. Some stuff got shipped to me from California, from Alabama, from New Jersey. Just letting you know in case you mistakenly buy something off of Temu, this is what you might get.
All righty, let's move on into the news check. My news this week is Jefferson Starship has announced a tour.
Are we now a Starship podcast? We might be.
We could be. I mean, now
Friends of the show.
Let me ask you guys, friends of the show, Jefferson Starship. I have seen them with Gray Slick, but then it was called Starship. I also saw Starship, but it was called Mickey Thomas's Starship. And I've also seen Jefferson Starship, which was called Jefferson Starship, which was one old ass hippie and kids from the neighborhood. So, how many times have I seen Jefferson Airplane Starship? If I go this time, is it 4?
I wanted to say I thought it was like 3 or 4.
So I've seen Starship, Jefferson Starship, and Mickey Thomas's Starship. How many times have I seen Jefferson Airplane Starship?
I don't know, but I'd like to see Mickey Thomas someday, but Glenn Danzig playing Mickey Thomas, you know?
I don't get it.
Because everybody's playing somebody else, basically.
Oh, so you want to see Mickey Thomas's Starship featuring Glenn Danzig?
Thank you, with no Mickey Thomas.
That would be tremendous. I would rather see Mickey Thomas's Starship featuring Glenn Danzig, brought to you and performed by Abdullah the Butcher.
From Temu.
The wrestler.
Temu had Abdullah the Butcher.
So, another piece of news, I am going to correct Don's news from last week. He made a slight mistake in the Heaven and Hell news. It is a 7-disc set by Rhino. We do know the cost now. It is $200. Don said that the second live show was going to be live at Hammersmith. It's actually live at Wacken.
Oh.
Live at Wacken from 2010, I believe, which features songs from Bible Black. So it is Bible Black, a two-disc edition featuring a side 4 with the 3 songs from the Heaven and Hell, or Black Sabbath Greatest Hits, the Dio years. So Ear to the Wall, The Devil Cried, and the third one. Nobody's going to jump in and correct me on this. Okay.
No.
That's fine. Then Heaven and Hell live at Radio City Music Hall, which is what I'm purchasing it for. And then live at Wacken. It is a 7-disc set. It comes out at the end of March. You can get it on the Big Streamy River website. Done.
Nice. So yeah, I'm glad you caught that too, because I didn't even catch that until after the show, and I was like, wait, did I say Hammersmith? Because that was actually Sabbath at
Hammersmith.
Hammersmith.
Yeah, live at Hammersmith Odeon. I have like half, 2/3 of it on my copy of Dehumanizer. I have a 2-disc version of Dehumanizer that has a disc and a half, or maybe it's a side and a half of it. I don't know for sure, but
It's a
it's
great,
got.
it's a great show. That's a
Yeah,
great disc.
I don't need it, but whatever.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
No. All right. So my big news, of course, the heartbreak in my life is Twisted Sister having to cancel all of their shows. The 2026 tour is completely scrapped. No performances whatsoever anywhere in the world. Uh, I guess Dee Snider is struggling. He's in worse health than I think that I thought he would be. I mean, the guy is like the epitome of incredible health. I mean, like God, between him and Bob Weir, before Bob Weir died, you're talking about old guys that had like the bodies of like 30-year-olds, and like the stamina of like stage presence. But like something's happened. He's gotten some sort of degenerative thing going on, and he said he can't even do 2 or 3 songs without being in excruciating pain. So
And
uh
also a heart problem, apparently. That is worse
yeah,
than he thought.
yeah, which is also kind of a red flag too, because of that. That's how AJ Pero died, was heart disease also. So it's a sad thing. I'm glad he's taking care of himself. I'm sad that I don't get to see it selfishly, but I
I was hoping I was going to get to see it finally too.
yeah.
I was really disappointed when this is going to sound awful when Ace Frehley, we lost Ace last year because but well before he had died after his fall they had canceled the concert I was going to, which featured Dee and Lita. So it was going to
Oh
be
wow.
Ace, Dee, and Lita, which is, I mean, to me, that's an amazing train wreck.
I was actually planning to we were planning to go to the Alaska date. So that was going to be
Look at Don flashing the cash.
well, that was the only US date they had. And so
They were going to
and
add more, though, yeah? I mean, really.
they were, but it would have been spotty at best because, call them what you want, but Twisted Sister, those guys are smart people. They know where they're at. They know where their value is, I guess. They didn't used to be smart people, but
I wouldn't think that value would have been Alaska, but here we are. Anything else on this, Don?
Can I
yes,
jump
well,
in?
yeah,
Can
go
I,
ahead.
can I jump in on this Twisted Sister thing, which is so we didn't talk about this. The statement was the two statements were extremely strange and confusing.
Yeah.
Dee resigned from Twisted Sister. So that's like a huge red flag, what is happening thing.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a possibility that JJ is going to put back out Twisted Sister or Twisted Sister with a singer because Dee is out of the band and it was already
JJ
just three of
French's
them?
Twisted Sister?
I mean, do you think it's possible? I know you don't want to see it, but is it possible? Because you know how I feel about JJ.
Who wants to go first? You, Nick, or me?
I'll just say this. I
both.
would still go. Because you know what? I'm going to go see, and I found out for sure. I'm seeing, Lithograph Skinnerd and Faux Oriner this year. So I'm seeing 2 bands, 88 members between the 2 bands, 0 original, 0 classics. Yes, I would go see JJ French's Twisted Sister.
So as far as I'm on the fence about it, but I know Keith and I have completely different takes on JJ French because JJ French is the reason why I even started playing guitar and why I even got into heavy metal in the first place. And I have had the extreme pleasure of talking to him twice, and he is the nicest guy to me. He has always been super nice. He bought my book. I mean, like, that's incredible. Like, so to me, JJ is my hero. Like he's the guy that started up. So I would probably go anyway, but it would have to be a really well done choice. And I'm not saying that D is replaceable because he's not, but can they find someone that sounds close enough to him to pull the songs off? Yeah, I'm
I'm going to
sure.
disagree. What I have learned from these aging bands, literally everyone is replaceable. There is somebody who sounds just like you.
And
That
the
dude
funny
exists, and it's fine.
And do you think it's because especially over the past like 20 years or so, where we've got bands like Foreigner and bands like this who are going out with like one to no original members?
I think it's because of YouTube, where I think it's because of the access of music. If you're Arnel Pineda and you're living in the Philippines, I don't know what his economic situation was like, but imagine, figure it's a poor country, so I'm probably not talking out of turn when I say he didn't have the money to buy 58 albums. But you can watch all this stuff for free on YouTube, and you can start to learn how to sing and how to learn how to imitate it.
I mean, there's so many people that are doing like cover channels already, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, if you go to Reddit, if you go to any major band on Reddit, half of the posts are some jacknuts, some jackhole going, "Here's my Comfortably Numb cover. I don't need it. I have covers of Comfortably Numb by David Gilmour and Roger Waters. Yours is not helpful to me."
All you need. The only covers of those you need.
And I have Pink Floyd doing them too. I don't even need the Body Count one, which features David Gilmour.
Watch this. Yeah, that was bad. Watch this space. I appreciate the effort and the idea, but no. Watch this space for Arnel Pineda's Twisted Sister, because he's definitely not going to be on tour with Journey.
Arnel Pineda's Twisted Sister, brought to you by JJ French, featuring
Mickey Thomas.
Can we get who's the rat guy? Thomas. Can we get Juan Crucier, Bobby Blotzer's rat also?
No, featuring what's the guy's name? Glenn Stanton from Styx.
Jesus.
I thought you were gonna say Glenn Benton. I was like, what?
Even better. Okay, you got it. Well, Keefy, what's your news? Let's get through this.
Was there another one for Don? I didn't know.
Just a quick one, just to let everybody know that tomorrow night is the kickoff show for Marissa Nadler's U.S. leg of her tour. It kicks off tomorrow in Asheville. I'm going on Friday night to see her in Durham with my buddy, and the tour is going to wrap up on the 12th of April in Arkansas. So everybody get out and see one of these shows if you can, because she is absolutely mesmerizing live to go see. And Keefy will tell you, because he's seen her too. And that's all I got.
All right, I'm going to bring the vibe way down. Right as we went to press,
the Dawson
has died, which is horrible. Get your rectums checked, everybody. That's not a joke or horn talk. That is serious. Men over 40.
Mine was checked 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, you might be due for a new one. It's time. They have a test now where you just kind of put a little dipstick in the poo and put it.
I had to shit in a box.
Shit on a paper or a box, yeah.
And then
I will literally next time take the yes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I will take the colonoscopy next time.
Yeah, feces.
Because I almost threw up in the box of my own fecal matter.
By the way, if you guys ever have to do that again, just stick that picture of Brad Pitt that I put on everything and go, "What's in the box?"
Yeah, I need some more of those. If you can send me the JPEG.
I will.
So to bring it way down, the Dawson died. Bud Cort of Harold and Maude died. Not a big fan of that movie, but to a generation of people, big movie, underground movie. Max and Gloria Cavalera's daughter, Christina, died. She had a very tough life, but she was a music industry legend in her own right as a tour manager and a music industry person. She not only survived the death of her brother Dana in the 90s, she lost 2 of her 4 children. Just brutal for the Cavalera family. And then also bad news, I was talking about this earlier in the week, punk rock and heavy metal legend, and there's very few people who cross both of those things, is Ross the Boss Friedman of both Manowar and the Dictators. Not a Manowar fan, huge Dictators fan. New York guy from my hometown, the Bronx.
What? You're from where?
The Bronx, New York.
Since when?
One of the few cities with a definitive article in front of it. There's a reason why. I'll send you the video why.
I already know why.
I know you know why. Because of the Bronx family.
Right. It was the Bronxes.
Sort of. So he has ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and he can no longer play guitar, which sucks because he had been making new music. His solo stuff was very good. I watched his shows. I know that people love Manowar and love to mythologize how great Manowar is. Manowar doesn't have a record half as good as the worst Dio record. Seriously, to me. Some people love them though. Dictators are incredible. One of the earliest punk bands.
Even better than Angry Machine. They don't even have any as good as Angry Machines, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that, yes. So, Record Store Day dropped their whole list. We talked a little bit about it last week. We will pause the Record Store Day talk until the Chaser next week. Chaser topic TBD.
Oh, I thought it was
And,
Record Store Day.
No, Record Store Day will be April 18th, and the full list is out. We'll do a deep dive.
Right.
On it.
I thought the Chaser was Record Store Day.
It could. I mean, it could be. It could very well be.
Yeah,
That might be the best case. We always try to like blast through it and then do another topic. So therein lies the mistake.
I think it deserves its own.
Let's do an entire episode on our favorite frenemy date, Record Store Day,
which will literally be 2 months before the actual Record Store Day. And did I have anything else? Speaking of Black Sabbath related news, Eternal Idol featuring Tony Iommi, I think, is getting a re-release.
On Record Store Day.
No, 7 Star. Is it 7 Star?
Oh, it's 7 Star. Yeah,
the
one
Eternal Idol was last year.
Yes, 7 Star featuring Scott Ian's brother on bass and vocals. Oh,
and Glenn Hughes.
And
Glenn Hughes.
That's who that is?
Yeah.
But it's not a good
wait, not Glenn Hughes. I know that. Previous Department of Metal Antiquities topic.
Yeah.
7 Star. That was the bass player was Scott Ian's brother.
And it's not good. It's not.
No.
It's got 2 good songs.
It was Dave the Animal Spitz. It was Dan Spitz's brother.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
But you can't say it. You can't. You have to say Dave the animal.
Yes,
Spitz.
I'm from like the same hometown as that guy. No one calls him that.
I'm an animal.
I think that's all I got, man. I'm very brokenhearted by a lot of this sad news.
It's we're looking at our mortality here.
Let's not talk about this anymore. Okay.
All right.
Shirt check. Let me take off my track jacket. I joined the Mafia this week. You know how you know I didn't? Because I said I did. Punk Flurd, Ernemers.
I like it.
First Pink Floyd shirt I ever got. I bought this and an inflatable pig on the same day. Because
Do you still have the inflatable pig?
No, it was actually a balloon. We were going to a trivia night, a musical trivia night, so we had to, and I had a floating pig above me, and I'm wearing this shirt, and nobody got it. And I'm
you should have had lawyer wife I don't know, like wear like a sheep mask, and you could have had like pigs, sheep, and you could have been a dog.
What you're saying is we should have just reenacted The Shining.
Yeah, why not?
Ew, done, go.
Dude, go sit in snow, freak. Anyway,
It all melted.
This is my shirt. I hate the fucking Eagles, man, because I am a huge Big Lebowski fan, and I also do not like the Eagles, and so some friends.
It's not the Eagles.
It's the fucking Eagles.
It's
the
Eagles.
Fucking Eagles.
The band is just Eagles. It's like
but the quote is the.
I know what the quote is.
Eagles.
That just shows you how wrong he is.
But so anyway, my previous band bought me this shirt, had it made for me, and so I used to wear it all the time. So anyway, that's my shirt. I'm sticking to it. Keefy, what you got, man?
Fat riffs for fat guys, crowbat. Except I'm chubby still, and it looks like Robat, but crowbat.
or it's like crowbat.
It's
like,
what I want is I want to get an animal shirt that has a pig around the belly, because that's where my chub is. My chub is my belly, not the good chub, if you take my meaning.
Wasn't Croba one of the apes from Planet of the Apes, the new ones?
I don't know.
I watched the first one with Marky Mark. Also, I learned today he committed hate crimes and spent time in prison.
When he was a teenager. Yes, he was a hateful, racist teenager in Boston. It's like
I also learned that John Hamm hazed a dude and lit his pants on fire while holding him down on the ground.
I mean,
that doesn't surprise me, though, for some reason.
Speaking of chubs, if you ever watch Mad Men, John Hamm has like a fucking MX missile chub.
Dude, it's like an armadillo.
It's like its own zip code.
It's got we wear very tight trousers, and it's really quite frightening because we've got armadillos in our trousers.
Dude, that thing is so big he had to get it a birth certificate.
Oh God, is it a package UPS can't deliver? Alrighty, so the meat of the episode is the final Dio record. Keefy, let's whip through the albums of 1987, the same year the Cardinals won the NL League, the National League.
Fair enough. I think Don Mattingly won the batting title that year. So new approach
with sideburns.
With sideburns, and that was before the facial hair ban. I had a Phil Simms, Don Mattingly, and Gene Simmons poster in my childhood bedroom. New style of doing this. I have combed through the list and eliminated about 50 albums. There's still quite a lot. I'm gonna do some of the minutiae really quick of the year, and then I'm going to do the list. And again, not too much pontificating. If it's a standout, yay, I have it. If it's not, let it pass and don't say anything, or occasionally make a joke. Udo quit Accept in 1987, starting his own band, Udo. Bon Jovi headlined the Monsters of Rock Festival with the Dio, Metallica, Anthrax, Wasp, Cinderella, Dee Solo, and Bruce Dickinson. Dickinson and Paul Stanley joined Bon Jovi for a cover of We're an American Band by Grand Funk, their only good song, beside Captain My Captain.
Hey, they got plenty of good songs. There's no good records.
Pete Gill quits Motorhead, replaced by Phil the Filthy Animal Taylor coming back. Everyone did call him Filthy Animal. Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue becomes their highest charting album at number 2 on
Great
the Billboard
record.
charts.
It's not.
Headbangers Ball debuts in 1987.
Sir Smashington of St. Louis hosting.
Slippery When Wet tops the Billboard charts for 8 weeks. I had the cassette. My brother had the CD.
We have that.
Nikki Sixx suffers his near-fatal overdose on heroin, which eventually leads to his sobriety 50 years later. Co-founding member Luigi Mayorga leaves suicidal tendencies and is replaced by Bob Heathcote, and the band becomes a 5-piece as No Mercy. Guitarist Mike Clark joins the band, and then you get kind of surf punk, thrash, suicidal. Here are the records of the year. Again, less pontificating if you can. Aerosmith's Permanent Vacation, previously gifted to me by Nick.
Love that record.
I love it.
Much.
I actually really like that one.
I have a Columbia House version of it.
Perhaps a future subject. Agent Steel, Unstoppable Force. I wish they wouldn't have. The very mid Alice Cooper, Raise Your Fist and Yell. No.
Is that
2 good
Blackout, or
songs.
is that post Blackout?
That was Comeback.
Comeback, but still not a great record. The next one's great. I think Hey Stupid's the next one.
No, it's
Trash.
not that. It's
Trash, that's right.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Anthrax doing a Paradise Lost this year with both the I'm the Man EP, the first platinum EP in metal history, and then Among the Living. Classics.
Nope.
Future Anthrax series soon. Anvil, Strength of Steel. I fucking hate Anvil.
No, man, it's the
so
story
bad.
of Anvil.
Yeah, basically bad. One of my favorite bands, and maybe a someday series, Armored Saint, Raising Fear.
I have no Armored Saint.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Artillery, Fear of Tomorrow. Not that bad. Very bad. Autograph, Loud and Clear.
Oh, dude, no mention of
Turn
them
up
ever.
the radio.
Please, turn down the radio. Please.
Turn off the radio.
Turn off the radio.
Punch the radio.
Kill the radio.
The third studio album by OG black metal band Bathory, Under the Sign of the Mark. This record rules. I remember hearing it for the first time, and that was probably the first black metal record I ever really heard and listened to, and I was like, why is this happening now? Billy Idol, Vital Idol. I think that's a compilation record. Sorry, It's there. Bitch,
I think
featuring
that was, yeah.
Don.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think it had some like remixes or something.
Yeah, of his hits.
Yeah,
It's like the 20-minute version of Eyes Without a Face and
Oh, thank you so much.
White Wedding,
Thanks,
89-minute version. I've had
Hot in the City.
Thank you, Daddy.
Tonight, not good. Betsy Bitch's Bitch. The Bitch is back.
Too many bitches.
Once again, previously mentioned just a few minutes ago, The Eternal Idol by Black Sabbath. Not good.
Oh, I have it, and it's amazing. It's not
I
good.
know you do. Bonfire Fireworks, the German band.
Oh God, I haven't heard them in decades.
This is a big year for guitar albums. Cacophony, featuring
God,
Jason
I want
Becker
this.
and Marty Friedman. Speed Metal Symphony, probably the only one worth having of all those.
They only have two.
Candlemass's second album, Nightfall, not bad. The debut album by pre-Typo Negative Peter Steele's Carnivore Retaliation. The great and classic Celtic Frost Into the Pandemonium. None from you guys. You definitely both should have. Every metalhead should have that album.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not your dad. You're not my dad.
Jeff Walker's my dad.
Chased in the 7th of Never. Pretty good record. I'm sure Don had it.
Which one?
Chased in the 7th of Never, Leather Leone and Dave.
Oh, yes, David T. Cheston. Yeah.
Yeah. A band I saw last night, Coroner, RIP, which they played this title track. Fantastic. Future podcast subject, The Cult Electric.
Oh, nope. Great record.
Do not have it though, huh? I don't either. Former podcast subject, and both Nick and I have these DRI crossover. Hell yeah.
I think I still have it. I'm trying to sell it. I don't like it that much.
Oh no, sell it to Don.
I would rather listen. I would rather listen to Four of a Kind. That's just what it would.
We'll talk.
That is fully fair. The debut album by Death, Scream, Bloody Gore.
No.
The debut album by Death Angel, Teenage Death Angel, The Ultraviolet, still holds up. Great album.
That is a good record. So much.
My favorite album of my entire high school years, Hysteria by Def Leppard, former podcast subject.
We have a repress, not an OG. I want an OG.
I know. The second EP by Destruction, German thrash, Mad Butcher. It's not bad. I don't remember this. Yeah. Do you know this album, Dawn? Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone, Children of Madness.
I have it. Yeah.
Paul Di'Anno tried so hard to have a thing after Iron Maiden.
Yeah, we are getting a Well, I mean, he's had several good things.
Yeah, but that was a good.
I'm not saying things weren't good. I'm saying he didn't get anything that was going and popular enough to make money. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
fair enough. Dokken back for the attack.
Yes.
Album. No,
I've almost completed my Dokken collection.
My
early Dokken collection.
When Don collects all of the early Dokkens, the earth will open up and the seven seals of hell will unfurl, and Satan will come and dominate.
The seven seals of hell. You mean the seven? You mean the 12 seals of Mount Olympus?
Or you mean like
ass broken down Zeus and Apollo falling down the mountain? You guys remember us?
And then Pam Bondi comes from all of it and just eats everybody's face. Anyway, sorry.
Weird.
I'm a little bitter.
Bondi. Yeah, I'm not bitter. She ate shit all day today in Congress.
Dude, that was beautiful.
Anyway, it was epic. It was better than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl halftime show was amazing, by the way. Fuck off.
It was awesome.
I heard a little bit of it on TV. Or I heard a little bit on the radio. We were driving.
I thought he was really good. Yeah.
An album I have, Excel, Split Image, Southern California crossover thrash. You all need it.
I'm interested.
Former podcast subject and not that bad an album, Pleasures of the Flesh by Exodus, not Zetrodus, despite what he said the other week.
Duke's in?
Duke's in, Zetro in. Duke's not born yet in 1987, I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
Duke's in? Duke's in. Oh, damn it, it is.
Duke's in, Zetro in.
Duke's dad was
Super
in. That's how Duke's got
DVDA.
Duke's dad was in.
Sorry, that's the amount of horn talk I have this week.
Duke's in, Zetro in, DVDA.
An album I know at least two of us have, Faith No More, Introduce Yourself, right now.
I have that one.
Oh.
The debut self-titled album by Faster Pussycat. It's not bad.
Love it. That's one of the banger
future podcast conversation when we finally do the metal years.
Yes, the second album by Freely's Comet, self-titled Freely's Comet, not bad.
Wait, no. The second one is
Second Sighting.
Frehley's Comet's first one.
Sorry, it says second. It says Freely's Comet, second album. I don't know. Don't trust.
Is it Second Sighting?
It says Freely's Comet, 87. I don't know.
Oh no, that's the debut. That's the debut. I have.
No, it says this is the second one. I don't want to argue.
They can say all what they want.
The third studio album by Great White, Once Bitten, not bad. Probably their best record.
I think that's their best one.
Rock You to Hell, Grim Reaper, because if hell works once and twice, do it 3 times.
Dude, fucking A, man. Grim Reaper, future podcast subject.
Future podcast subject. Also, I don't want to do Grim Reaper, bro. Guns N' Roses, maybe the best album of the 80s that is not Thriller or Hysteria, Appetite for Destruction.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go to hell, Don. If you don't have this, you're wrong.
The debut album by a band.
Quick story. In the car, November Rain is playing. The kid's listening to Spotify, and she decides to listen to November Rain on Spotify and not in the car.
I don't know what not in the car means. On your CD player or whatever?
No, on my radio.
Your Zune?
It was playing on KC95.
Okay. Why?
Zune?
I don't know what you have.
Do you
have an iPhone?
I thought you had a Zune.
Your iPod Nano?
I still have an iPod Classic.
Look, it's got Eddie on the cover.
That's kind of cool.
Oh,
may I continue
cool,
uninterrupted?
Sorry.
Another band I saw last night, and one of my favorite bands ever, Heathen, with their second album, Breaking the Silence. Oh, it's their debut, excuse me. All right. Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1, incredible. Holy Moses, finished with the Dogs, great band, now retired.
Ew.
Another shred album, the debut EP band by Chris Impellitteri.
It was like him and David T.
Becker.
Chastain and Becker and all those bands.
Tony McAlpine.
Yeah.
All the pre-rap. What's the record label, Nick? That had all the rap.
Deaf Americans.
All the shred and the rap.
Oh,
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel Records?
Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I bet you haven't. Combat Records apparently got sold by Ellefson and making a comeback. Continuing, Judas Priest Live. I don't remember this record.
Wait, which one is it Priest Live?
Priest Live, their second one. It's got a terrible cover. It looks kind of like a swastika.
Is that the one with the hands
like
coming
Iommi,
out?
you were probably at the show.
I was at that show. That's from the Turbo tour.
The Iommi and the
wrestling the night before.
That's why I don't remember it because
it's exactly. It's a great live album though. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Continuing, former podcast subject King Diamond Abigail.
Yes, I have a second press on Road Racer Records.
This album is so bad I want to punch myself in the junk. Kiss Crazy Nights, terrible.
I do not have it, and it's awful.
It is so bad. The third album by Creator, Terrible Certainty, pretty great. But of many jokes, Laws Rocket, Know Your Enemy. The album cover alone is hilarious. The music is not good.
Their album covers were fucking hilarious.
Hilariously bad. Lizzie Borden, debut EP, Terrorizing No Thank You. And and then there's their full-length debut, Visualize, Get Fucked.
I've never heard Lizzie Borden.
You probably will regret it if you do.
Dude, the murderous metal roadshow is what you need.
Sometimes coming on tour this year to celebrate their 50th anniversary or something. Loudness, Hurricane Eyes. I have no memory of this.
I just saw that. Yeah.
I'm not going to make the joke. Never mind.
A record my brother had, Tony McAlpine, Maximum Security. Pretty good record.
That's actually a good one.
It is a good record. It's not a bad record. Manila Road, again, somehow mass mystification. I don't need.
The only Manila Road record you need.
Fighting the World by Manowar with the Ken Kelly artwork.
No.
Future podcast subject, perhaps this year, Mayhem Death Crush debut EP.
Ooh, I'd be behind
that
one. Okay, Dead.
Okay, Dead. Macaulay Schenker Group, Perfect Timing debut album.
Did you say Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Schenker.
I don't know who that is.
Metal Massacre 8. Yeah.
Stop.
The second platinum EP ever from Metal, before Jar of Flies. The 598 EP, Garage Days Revisited by Metallica.
I've got that slotted into Garage Incorporated. Does that count?
Sure, why not?
Yes, but
I have it.
I have both Garage Inc. and the EP. Repress of the EP. Vinnie Moore, another shred album, Mind's Eye, pretty great. He was in UFO. I'm not sure if UFO was done.
Yeah, he was also in Alice Cooper's group for the Hey Stupid tour.
For a hot minute. Yeah, great guitar player, great dude. He looks kind of like Air Supply with the poofy hair. Yeah. Like Motorhead, Rock and Roll. All right, pretty good. Not great, not terrible. Napalm Death debut, Scum, fantastic. I have
featuring Bill Steer.
Featuring Bill Steer and Lee Dorian.
Yeah.
Debut death metal album from Necrophagia, Season of the Dead.
Too many syllables.
Pain of Mind, the debut studio album by Neurosis when they were kind of an Oakland crust punk band. Now disgraced, almost done. Ozzy tribute, previous podcast discussion. I think we did a whole chaser on it.
Oh, tribute. Yeah. I got that. I have an OG of that.
That's a beautiful record.
What'd you think it was? Record. What'd you think I said?
In my brain, I heard just say Ozzy.
Oh, no.
I know that now.
Okay, Dead. The second studio album by future hopeful podcast subject Overkill, Taking Over.
No.
Yes. Skipping Pentagram, because fuck them. Possessed, The Eyes of Horror EP, their second release. Primal Scream Volume 1. I didn't know they went back that far. Maybe it's a different Primal Scream.
I don't know what that is.
The debut EP by one of my favorite bands, maybe a future series in 2027. Prong, Primitive Origins from my hometown, New York City. Raven, Life's a Bitch, not a good album.
It's hard to believe how long Raven has been around.
Yes, the debut studio album and first solo endeavor by Henry Rollins Band, Lifetime.
That's a great record.
Produced by Ian MacKaye. Holy fuck. That is
Great
insane.
album.
Pretty underrated mid-'80s Rush album, Hold Your Fire.
I love that record.
That is a
never even
really
heard of
great
it.
album. Here's a whole bunch of bands that I love in a row. Sacred Reich, Ignorance, Flawless, debut album. Sacrifice, Forward to Termination, incredible, Canadian thrash. Sacrilege, Within the Prophecy, also great. Saint Vitus, Thirsty and Miserable. There's a blog called Thirsty and Miserable and a record label all named for this.
I like that title.
It is a great one. The Brazilian thrash metal band Sarcophago with INRI. That's their debut. Satan, Suspended Sentence. You have to say Satan, the band. Satan, every time.
That's a good album, though.
Joe
I'm not doing that.
Satriani. Joe Satriani's second album ever, Surfing with the Alien.
That was
Awesome.
the second? I thought it was that old. I thought it was like 92.
Nope. You're thinking of Vi. Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King. Great.
Great record.
Sepultura, Schizophrenia. Incredible.
Awesome.
Badly produced at the time, but still sounds great. Great songs. Slaughter, Strap On or something. A Strapato. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Slaughter, like Mark Slaughter?
Mark Slaughter. That's correct.
How many albums did
Incredible.
they have? I thought it was just one.
8,000. Sodom, Persecution Mania, their second album. Great German thrash. Suicidal Tendencies, previously mentioned. Join the Army, featuring Possessed to Skate.
Did they do two? They did two this year? Or never mind.
I mentioned the change in the band.
Moving on.
Yeah.
And Not Good, Tankard, Chemical Invasion. Already sounding tired. Testament's debut, The Legacy. I have the repress from last year. Fantastic.
I don't have that, no.
Almost Done. Triumph, Surveillance, no thanks.
No.
Trouble, Run to the Light, fantastic third album by the Trouble. Twisted Sister, Love is for Suckers, Don.
That's
has
a
it.
unsung album. I love it.
Pretty good. Underrated, I agree.
Is it because they didn't sing it?
Oh, Tigers of Pantang, Burning in the Shade. I will make that joke every time that band comes up.
And yet, if we make a joke, we're jerks.
No,
How many times does the name, shockingly, the name Lorenzo comes up rather frequently on this show?
Sure it does.
And it's not the same guy.
Solo debut from Udo, so he must have been writing this as he was getting ready to quit, except Animal House. I don't think this is a good record.
No, he still had a ways. He had a ways to go before he. Yeah.
Also, not a good record. Calm Before the Storm by Venom. Already lost the plot. Peace out.
No. Yeah.
Voivod, Killing Technology. Love this record. Probably not a band for either of you. The great and final studio album by Warlock featuring Doro, Triumph, and Agony. Recently remastered.
Fucking legend. That album is like certified banger.
The only good album by White Lion, Pride.
No.
That's the Children's. I love the Children's.
The 1987 classic self-titled album by Whitesnake, who has many other self-titled albums, but that's the one you need.
That is
the only Whitesnake album you need.
The only one. Well, I kind of like the purple one also when it comes to purple.
Do you need it though? I mean, if you need it's that one.
Early Whitesnake is great though, but anyway.
Yes, last and never least, Y&T Contagious. Should have already stopped.
No,
always least.
That is all the records and minutiae. I think it went a little faster. We can do better still, but not bad.
Yes, we
That's
can.
good.
All right.
That was very good.
Let's set up.
Yeah, Don, tell us about Dream Evil and why, what happened between the last one, between Sacred Heart and this one.
You know what? And here's the thing is that I've listened to this album very objectively and very openly, just my ears and to see what there is nothing about this album that I don't like. To me, it's the most, and again, this is just it's a personal thing. I know we all have our things, but in my
personal,
opinion,
do you mean marijuana?
I have to talk to my lawyer. Also, yeah.
Legally speaking.
Can your wife help me out? Because I'm broke, dude. So
oh, honey, she gets paid.
But it's I don't know what it is. It's to me, I found it to be the most consistently good album that he made. And it all just kind of comes.
It's definitely the most consistent.
But see, the thing is that I think song-wise, songwriting-wise, it's the most collaborative album he'd made up to this point. Where literally, I'd say 90% of the album and I'm not looking at this. I think 90%
I will.
was like
I'll tell you
co-writes.
what I used to tell the lead singer in my band whenever he said the singer's so emotional, and you're saying it's the most consistent. Consistent doesn't mean good.
No, I mean, I think
Just
it's
like emotional
consistently.
didn't mean good.
I think it's consistently good. I mean, like when I listen to this album, there is one song, maybe two, that I go, not great, but like I still like it. But I don't know. I think I was always just very partial to this record. And it's weird because it's not like it's a super emotional record for me, or it's not like an emotional bond or anything. But like,
I think you've got nostalgia for getting it on the day. I think you've got on the day nostalgia. I have on the day nostalgia for Load.
no, but see, I bought Sacred Heart the day it came out, and I hate that
Sacred
record.
Heart's better.
No, it's not. Oh my God, seriously,
Maybe
Nick?
it's not. Okay, we'll get into it.
Anyway, so that's my overall take of it. I think it's my favorite. So
All right. So what's different about this album than the previous? Anybody want to throw something out there?
No
Craig Goldie on
contributions.
guitar.
Well, he was kind of already coming in, but like
Mhm.
no Vivian contributions is what it is.
Correct.
You know what's great? You know what Vivian does so well on guitar?
Not being Dio.
All of it. He does everything on guitar so well. He's really good at it.
He's good. I think Vivian was great, but I think Goldie was better.
Oh my God!
Like
you are
in
so
my
high.
opinion, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna die on that hill, man.
I
So,
have thoughts. We'll get to it as we go through the songs because I do love Craig, but
I
different.
don't. Oh, I tipped my hand.
he's a unique guy, Craig.
So this is also the last album featuring Jimmy Bain, and the last album to feature Vinny Appice until they reunite not that many years later in Black Sabbath, which is Ronnie James Dio's shortest tenure in Black Sabbath. 8 months. 8 months. The press.
Oh, that's right.
The ink wasn't even dry on the press before he was gone. Interviews he had done to talk about being back in the band had not been released yet before he was gone. Amazing. Tremendous.
That's a whole vibe. I have
That
to
is
say, like,
Dio.
more,
is a whole vibe.
more artists go with
Yeah.
that.
You know what I will
fired.
say? You know what else?
Yeah.
He walked, I think.
No,
You know what I'll say about Ronnie James Dio?
walked, yeah.
The one thing about him is that dude had the biggest bells, man. He's like, oh, all right, you want to fire the whole band? I hate you, Richie Blackmore. I'm out.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, oh crap, I'm in Black Sabbath. He gets fired from Black Sabbath. Ah, what the hell? I'll start a solo band. 3 weeks later, he's headlining Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
So remind me though, if you guys remember, wasn't the whole thing the reason why he left Sabbath was because they were doing that Ozfest thing?
It wasn't
Do
an
you remember
Ozfest.
that?
They were opening for Ozzy 2 nights in a row to open up the No More Tours tour.
Okay, and then he was
And he
just
said,
like,
and
we
I
won't do
quote,
it.
I am
Yeah.
not opening for that fucking clown.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Duncan and I discussed this at length during the DMA podcast episode where we discussed the concerts
By
with
the way,
Rob Halford
yeah.
singing.
Yes,
Yeah.
by the way, which Omar saw one of those. By the
Really?
way,
No.
fucking lucky bastard. He was like a little kid,
No shit.
teenager. Or maybe he saw the Ozfest where Halford filled in for Ozzy. That's later. This is much later in the
Same
timeline, but
diff.
I just want to point out that if you watch the Ozzy No Escape from Now documentary, which I did multiple times with tears in my eyes, Ozzy at the end of his life, before Back to the Beginning, obsessively listened to Sabbath with Dio and watched Dio interviews and just bemoan the fact that he slighted that guy at every turn. He was jealous of him. He was angry at him. He was hurt by the other guys for going with him again and again in other times when he thought they should have reunited. Obviously, like, Live Aid doesn't count. It was not good. But, like,
I didn't think
I
Live Aid
find
was
that
bad.
so curious. Well, them at Live Aid, Zeppelin not good, Attitude Guitars, them.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Just like Old on Drugs and didn't perform well. Like the hype of it was
Moscow Peace Festival.
that's different, and it's later, and it's not Black Sabbath. That's
But also on drugs.
Metallica and Ace, also a lot of drugs. Doc
Ozzy
McGee
was there,
not going
too.
to jail. Everybody on the plane on drugs, except
Seriously.
Motley Crue.
Motley
Why?
Crue, the only sober band.
sober people. How is that possible? That's like
I don't believe they were sober. I'm sorry.
No, they were. No, it was like their sober thing.
You
It
think
really
they made it on that plane sober?
Yes.
No, they absolutely
They
did,
had
but
to.
it was the only run
They
that
were
they
drug
did
tested a
fully
lot.
sober. Yeah,
They were
they
drug
actually were
tested.
going to like some therapist, and they were like they had to
I think it was
basically
Phil
piss
Toll.
test.
I think it was Phil or someone like it.
Really?
Oh,
No.
Maybe.
No. That'd be
But
awesome if it was.
just interesting psychological thing that Ozzy
I
felt
didn't know
bad
that.
about Ronnie.
Well, and I guess that's why Dio hated him
res-
so much.
Well, no, like he was he was hated because, how could you not be? Again, Black Sabbath infinitely more successful with Ozzy than Dio. Just not even a question. But Dio, great singer. What can you say?
Absolutely accurate.
My
However,
Dio, my singer in Black Sabbath is Ozzy. Will always
my
be
singer
Ozzy.
in Black Sabbath is Dio.
Well, you're
mine
wrong.
too.
That's where
You're
I
both
got. I'm
wrong.
sorry. That's where I got on the train, and I have my nostalgies.
Sure thing. Let's do the track by track. Done. I
Wait a
have
minute.
many thoughts and notes.
Wait a minute. Why am I not leading?
I don't know. Is this your series? I thought it was
It's
Don.
my series.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. I asked Don because I know Don loves this band more than you. So go ahead.
Well, why don't you
forget.
guys just knock them all out since you hate it, and then you get to me, and I'll just love it.
Miffed.
You know?
I am miffed.
You shouldn't be.
We talked about this last week when you guys both screwed up and listened to this. Anyway.
All right.
The album opens up with Night People. And this is a great explanation of this album. This album is something borrowed, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. This is something new. However, in 4 years, it becomes something borrowed. What does this song become in 4 years? Don?
I thought it was already borrowed as it is. It wasn't new.
It becomes TV Crimes.
Well, this was also Kill the King.
I don't remember that song.
Kill the King from Rainbow.
Oh, I don't know Rainbow that well. Also, the solo by Jimmy Bain on this track, garbage. It is pure weapons grade garbaggio.
Jimmy Bain doesn't play guitar.
Yeah, Jimmy Bain does not play solo.
I meant Craig. Obviously, I meant Craig Goldie.
Right.
I'm verklempt and I'm vermiffed, and I'm wearing no vermilion. I don't know.
Well, and I have no vermouth, so
I might have some sweet vermouth.
I do have I have Marillion though. I mean,
do you have blue Cara style? I mean, I know that doesn't fit with the words.
No,
but I have some vodka. Anyway, this song it's okay. I hate the solo. Dio's performance is amazing, and it's not a bad start. It's not a bad opener. Done.
I love it. I think that it's just to kind of sum up, and I'm sure we'll talk about this at the end, but in a nutshell, I think one of the reasons why I did love this album so much and this song is because this to me sounds like an anthology of Dio up to this point. Like it's a little bit of Sabbath, it's a little bit of Rainbow, it's a little bit of the classic Dio. It all just makes me happy. This song basically was Kill the King, like by Rainbow, reimagined. I will side with Nick though. That solo is horrendous, but I think it's a good song. I think it's a strong opener, and I think it's, yeah. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
That's really interesting. I think this is the best song on the album, and it's all downhill from here. Seriously.
Wouch.
I listened to this record 2 more times after I listened to it a bunch of times last week and still wasn't ready for the right record. I think it's the best song. It's another opening song banger. We talked about that last week. I don't think the solo is as bad as the guitar production on the whole album just has no balls. And until like the second half of the second side, there's no bite in these guitars. And again, Dio, he produced this one too. I bet he did.
It sounds like Ron Nevison kind of guitars.
And yes, he did. He did leave produce this one.
It's just so thin. And it could be so much more if it was like, you listen to like the Whitesnake production that was produced. You know that story about that album being produced in like 15 studios in 4 years.
Oh God, it was recorded in one, and then yes, exactly.
Moved to another and mixed mastered by different people, and that guitar album is incredible. Not so much here, but this is the best song on the record.
We now move into the title track, as we have discussed over the series. Dio really is good at title tracks. This is the best song on the album. It's not. It's one of the weak classics. This is like, I would say like Calling Dr. Love quality, where all the classics before it are better and you know they're better. But this comes on and you're happy too. It feels a lot longer than it is, but it's a pretty darn good song, and I'm digging this one. Done.
If I'm not mistaken, this was one of the first songs written for this album, which was Dio and Goldie.
Shocker.
And again, this kind of goes back to the something borrowed again. Now we're talking a little more. This sounds a little more like Man on the Silver Mountain. It's got that kind of that that kind of riff going. I love this song. I think it's probably one of my favorite Dio title track albums. I'm not saying it's my favorite, but to me, it's up there. I love that one. But my complaint is the guitars. Like you said, I feel like it's very thin. I've seen Goldie live before, and he does not sound like that live. He sounds like his sound is super fat and heavy. It just sounds a little thin on here. But I don't know. I think this is a banger song. I love it.
All right. Worst title track of all the title tracks of the first 4 Dio records. I think this is a good song. Here's the problem. It's the same beats thematically and musically on all Dio songs. And I think it's starting to get tired or grating on me. And so I think this is a step down. This is a step down from Night People, which I think is like a 9. If it had a better guitar sound, it could even be a classic song. So I think Dream Evil is good. I know it was good when I saw it live. Just starting to wear me down with the same old.
That's a really good point about this album. Is this album feels recycled, and it feels upcycled too, like I said about TV Crimes. Next, we move on into Sunset Superman. I think this is the worst song on the album. All I remember specifically is Dio screaming Sunset Superman, and the whole time I'm thinking, Sunset Superman. That's a lot of sibilance. Lots of sibilance. I don't know. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Done.
Don is on mute and doesn't know it.
It's my second favorite song on the album. And I know, like, we're talking about this, but this is where I love that we're doing this, though. But I would love to be in your heads to understand where the disjoint is here. I'm sure you probably think the same. Like, but
it's boring. It's boring.
I think it's a strong song. I think it's one of my favorites. And the change in that, the groove that it kicks into, and the chorus, like, it's a dynamic song. I like it a lot. So I think this is fantastic. 9 out of 10.
Ugh, boy. Okay. I mean, I really re-listened and listened to this thing. I've listened to this record now probably more than I did at the time when it came out.
3 times in the past 36 hours.
I mean, 4 or 5 times last week, 2 more times the last 24 hours. Really nice riff. Too long, horrifying lyrics. Just like he's starting to run out of ideas as a lyricist. And I think Dio should have brought in someone to produce the last 3 records. And I think he should have had help with his lyrics. Maybe Polly Sampson wasn't doing anything. Maybe she was 10 years old in 19. I went there. That's how bad these are. These are Polly Sampson. Low quality. Come on. I mean, you got, even if you
dude, seriously.
Done. Here's where I'm going to counterpoint you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you too deeply, but too much rhyming, too much sameness, too much the same beats again and again. And Superman's Silver Gun by STP is a far better song. Okay. That's me. I'm sorry. Just too samey. I'm listening to, like, even the Whitesnake lyrics are superior to this. Again, I'm sorry to keep comparing it, but like Ozzy's lyrics at this time, not written by Ozzy because he knows he can't write good lyrics.
He never wrote his lyrics, and but you know what? He knew what he could do, and he knew what he could not do.
He co-wrote all his lyrics on the last 2 records that won Grammys. But anyway, continue. Not a good, like, diminishing talent.
You said continue.
I am. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to make a case. Don wants me to, like, plead my life.
No, you're absolutely right. These Dream Evil sounded like every other title track. If you listen to the 4 title tracks,
but this is the worst one.
Well, yeah, it's just each one gets worse than the one before it. Like, Holy Diver is truly amazing, a classic. Last in Line, amazing. And on this album, he recycles Last in Line lyrics. On this album, he recycles Holy Diver lyrics. It's all in there. Yes, Keefy,
Yeah.
you're right. The lyrics are progressively faltering. We are looking at Dio's 6th album in 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do 6 albums in 7 years and maintain quality. Do you know how we know? King Diamond and Merciful Fate put out 8 horrific records in a
Back
row
to back. Yeah, I know.
for a decade. They just kept going. And if you run yourself ragged, you get Iron Maiden syndrome. You get 30-30-30s.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you run yourself too ragged, you get down to 2080s. Speaking of 2080s, here's the second good song on the album. All the Fools Sailed Away. Dio being a petty little bitch for 8 minutes. Does well, done. This is him singing about Vivian leaving the band.
Yeah.
He said it himself. He's being a petty bitch.
I mean, again, like this is a song that I love. I mean, I
love this song. It's a great song. Great song. Great song.
Yeah. I mean, but again, like I said, just to kind of go back into a little bit of what we were talking about in general, is that I will say this. I do agree. Is that up to this point, like I feel like Dio hit a wall, like as far as like his ability to reinvent his sound as
he
going
hit
on.
a wall on Last in Line.
No, well, yeah, actually, you know what? So, in my opinion, he hit a wall on Last in Line. Like Sacred Heart was just kind of a fail for me, but
He was just repeating himself from that point.
Yeah,
Completely
but this album,
he's still doing it.
But that's what I think I like this album so much is that this album has a little bit of all the elements that I love of Dio that aren't just Dio. Like it's the elements of Rainbow that I loved, the elements of Sabbath that I loved, and there's even a little bit of Elf in there. But I think that this song to me is like up there. Like I think that this is one of his better songs as far as quality of writing. I think it's
I'll give you that. I'll absolutely give you that on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And now with a counterpoint is Keefy. This song, in a word, is horrid. It is 7 minutes long. It is repetitive. I don't need to hear all the fools sailed away and away and away and away. I already came and sailed away.
Where did they sail?
Away.
Are we sure?
I would rather sail away with Styx than Dio.
I'd rather sail away with Enya.
Sticks, yeah.
This song is
sail away,
it's beautiful. All right. It's nicely written. I think that was an Industry last week. Eyes Without a Face was an Industry this week. You should be watching that show. It's horrifying. It's like Euphoria, except in the corporate world. I hate to be a young person again. This song's not good. This song's not good. I don't like this song. This is the worst song on the album.
Alrighty. Now, let's flip the record. And this is where the part of the Nick's commentary that is complimentary is over. Next, we have Naked in the Rain. 4 years later, Red Hot Chili Peppers find this title, reimagine it, and make a banger. That's not what happened. This song is crap. The lyrics are crap. He is now trying... This is Dio trying to reinvent himself as a mainstream lyricist and vocalist. On the first side of the record, it's Dio spoofing Dio. And on the second side of the record, it's Dio spoofing Bon Jovi. Now he's writing a sex song, and it's stupid. Stupid. Done.
My least favorite song on the album. I still think, it's listenable because it's in there as far as like sequencing. It's a song I would gravitate to. But again, wait, what did you say? You said it was, Nick, what did you compare it to? I'm sorry. I kind of.
The Chili Peppers have a song called Naked in the Rain that's amazing.
Okay, no, that's not the
There's
one.
a bunch of Naked in the Rains.
Are there?
Yeah, but I was trying to remember what you said. You said something about God, because it was just what was it?
This is Dio trying to be a mainstream lyricist.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. To me, he tried that already. He tried that with Sacred Heart and failed. To me, this does not sound mainstream at all. This sounds to me like it's...
Wait to make it to the next couple tracks then.
I don't know. I again, not my favorite song on the album, but to me, it's better than the worst songs on Sacred Heart.
I like it better when Dio's not trying to write personal lyrics.
Yeah. I don't know. Coming from a lyricist, I kind of like it.
I want rainbows and unicorns and last in lines and holy divers.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. But anyway,
Well, have I got some bad news for you? Unless Don has some more salient points.
I'm done.
He didn't have any.
My one-word review of the last song was horrid. This song is a slight step up at just bad. Just not a good song. Really bad. Two bad ones in a row. Plus the terrible lyrics of Sunset Superman. Really sliding into the abyss.
Oh, the scale's sliding into the sea. Speaking of sliding into the sea, remember last week and the week before that, we talked about how there were we had blind spots on these records. Is this song on the album? Does this song exist?
Do you mean Overlove?
Oh, you mean
Yes.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
I have no recollection of this. Literally zero. Whenever my brain goes fuzzy when I'm listening to an album because it's not good or a song is not good, my brain goes into like reimagining conversations I had with people that I wish I had said, and then I have to pull myself back into the moment. Unfortunately, that happened while I was driving today. So I don't know if this song is any good or not. I assume it's bad. Done.
So it's not great. I don't think it's terrible. You know what this reminds me of? It's like one of those songs that if you ever go see a band live and you're sitting next to someone who doesn't really know the words to a song, but they don't hate the song, so they kind of like pump their fist and they kind of mouth all the lyrics, like not even close. That's how I feel about this song. Like to me, it's like I don't hate it. I don't go out of my way to listen to it though. But like if I had to sit through it live, I'd be like, oh, this is good. This is good enough. So I it's I'll have to side with Nick. I actually forgot about this song until I started listening to it. And I was like, how did I miss this one?
Fair enough.
And so, yeah.
I wish I forgot this song, but I will tell
So
you.
do I.
Wow.
But I will tell you that it's actually it's decent. But what is the thing I always quote Duncan Evans, Nick?
Bog standard.
Bog standard, but pretty good heavy metal song. Nice riff. I think, interestingly enough, the like other than like strangely enough, Jimmy wrote so much on the last record, and he doesn't have as many musical credits on here, and I wonder if that's why the songs are more straight ahead, because Jimmy's the guy who writes like a little more complex riffs and parts that Dio himself doesn't on guitar and bass. But is it a terrible song? No, it's decent, but it's also very, like, you've heard this before. Sorry.
Oh, terrible song. Are you talking about the next track? Oh my God, here we go. Just for the record, I could have been a dreamer. What the fudge? Okay, Marlon Brando, I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender. I could have been a dude that dreams about things. Are you not already that dude? Do you not think? I mean, what the fuck? What the fudge? And then the song goes on for almost 5 minutes, 3 minutes more than I need. If this were an EP, we still would be having a conversation like this. Don.
I love this song. It's like probably my second favorite on the album. But then again, hold it. This is where nostalgia and heartstrings come in.
There we go. There it is.
But I'm not talking about the album as a whole. I'm talking about this particular song. I always loved this song, but this song did have a special place for me. So it's kind of hard when you have a song that you relate to in a certain way of your life or a part of your life. You know what I mean? And even if it doesn't sound as great years later, like it's always going to sound as good as the first time you heard it when you've got this emotional connection to something, and this is a song that I love. And if I didn't love it the way I did, I could totally see that I would be like, maybe not. But again, this is kind of an unfair thing because I have a connection to this particular song. And
what is good about the song though? Like, so conversely I just want, what do you love about the song that's not the nostalgia factor? What about this song that you love? Just tell me.
Well, so
I can't find a thing to love about it.
I do love the actual melody of the song. I think it's very straightforward. I don't think it's super complex. I do think Goldie has a great solo in it. But if we go back and listen to Dio's lyrics, right? I know we're talking about lyrics, but like there's a lot of things here that if you didn't know his lyrics, if you printed out the lyrics to this and you print out the lyrics, say to like Mystery, right? And you read them side by side, I'd be hard pressed to find anyone that'd be like, that's lyrically incredible. Like Dio has never had anything super lyrically
He
incredible.
creates images.
Right. And to me, this is imagery. And so like when I do listen to Dio's, and again, this is
This is
also
exposition.
no, it's not. But see, like to me, this is okay, Resident. I talked to a friend of mine who gets high a lot, and he said that when he listens to Dio's lyrics, that when he's in that state of mind, that it kind of makes a lot more sense because you're not thinking literal and you're not thinking super focused. You're thinking in spots, you're thinking of individual images. And so that's what I get out of the song. I mean, I don't know. I just love
All
it.
right.
I get no images out of this song. That's
Well,
the problem.
I get the same images I've been getting for fucking all these albums, including
Rorschach
Rainbow.
test
Yeah, I will tell
out of
you.
shit. Worst
something
shit
else.
test.
Here's an observation. Not good, Nick. Here's an observation.
I tried.
I know. Here's an observation.
Didn't land.
I think Dio songs, except for Holy Diver, under 5 minutes is the sweet spot for him, and that's with a long outro and a long intro.
Completely agree because
His better songs are under 5, and his best songs are actually into 3.
except for the Black Sabbath songs.
I'm not counting Black Sabbath. I'm
Well,
talking
right, but
so
when you had when you had Iommi to, my favorite thing Dio ever said about Iommi was, "What's it like?" People ask me, "What's it like working with Iommi?" And I'm like, "Hey, Tone, you got a riff?" And then he plays 50, and he plays 50 amazing riffs, and you're like, "Tone, we just needed one."
I will add one last point to this when you're done. Go ahead.
And we don't have that here. That's the issue.
Well, I will tell you one thing about "I Could Have Been a Dreamer" that is a positive. It has the best guitar tone on the whole record, except for Night People.
Yeah, but here's also the part of the record where we're getting showered, golden showered, one might say,
Brown Shower
by Claude Schnell.
Wow, that's. I mean, the first notes on the album should be Dio or a guitar or something, not on the synthesizer.
Well, and this is where the
Runaway. But I was trying to say that "I Could Have Been a Dreamer" has really a very good guitar tone, and it sounds a lot like a late 80s, like an Ibanez Tube Screamer or something. I'm pretty sure it's a 90s pedal, but like it sounds like, I don't know what they did to the signal, but that's
pedal? Time Travelers.
The tone that should have been the whole record is the guitar tone of "I Could Have Been a Dreamer." The rest of the song is unremarkable. Sorry.
No.
Not good to me.
Okay, let's move on to the next song that I also don't remember. Don.
I love this song. I think to me, this is, it's not like, I think this song should have been pushed more towards the middle of either side 1 or side 2. I don't think it's this close to closing good. I like it though. I mean, I actually think, to be honest, I think if they would have cut Overlove off and put Faces in the Window where Overlove is and then move, I think it would have been even better. But I do love this song.
Okay. I have Overlove 2 on the notes for this song.
So do I, basically. That's
tempo,
basically what I got too.
Same amount of time, same tempo, pretty much the same, like almost similar lyrics, very rhymey. I don't know. I'm just over it by this point. Just not.
I'm over this record well before this song, and let's finish it out with a shit sandwich.
Well, if you keep eating, you don't taste the shit.
Yeah.
The same year, in the same year, we get When the Children Cry, which is an abject classic, and Pseudo Banger that made you feel things.
That's a no banger.
We get When a Woman Cries, which is Dio's attempt at Only Women Bleed, which also wasn't that great. So when you steal a piece of glass, the theft is not going to be tremendous. And this song is not tremendous. But the best part is, it ends, and so does the record. Don.
So I like the song. I don't like the placing. I don't think it's a strong closer. I would have preferred to have heard something like, I don't know, even
this album doesn't have a closer. There is not a song on this record to close this out.
Okay, can I finish?
Sorry.
So I think what it is that sequence-wise, to me, I think even "I Could Have Been a Dreamer" would have been a stronger closer because it sounds more like a soft closing, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
No,
Like it
that's
still sounds
completely fair.
good.
Completely fair.
And I don't like the fact that it's the last song, but that was to me the big misstep of the album. I don't hate the song. I don't think it's incredible, but I like it.
Yeah, it's actually a good song. Not the lyrics, of course, but like
Yeah.
musically, it's a good song. And
Mhm.
actually, I like where it is on the album. I feel like it's the only appropriate closer on the album. Unlike the other, yeah, I don't know. It's just a weak. It's a good end to a weak record. That side two is very forget. I could throw out like almost all those songs except a couple. Like, yeah, I would keep this and maybe Overlove or Faces in the Window interchangeably and get rid of everything else. So like, it's really there's 9 songs on here. It should have been 6 or 4.
4 is
5.
the right.
5 is generous. Like very
3
generous.
is, I would say, definitely 3.
Well, it's like a 20, 40, 40.
20, 40, 40.
40.
Good God.
No, right?
Well,
like
no,
20,
it's more like
20%
it's more like
great.
20 it's more like 2060 for me.
That's also yeah. I'm sorry, Don.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I,
You're
okay,
fine.
I was wrong.
think-
I like Sacred Heart better.
Yeah, I somehow like
yeah.
Sacred Heart better, but I think like that album is also bereft of new ideas.
Oh yeah,
And that's
each
why-
album it's I made the joke the lithograph Skinnerd. We're getting lithograph Dio on these albums.
We
He
really
needed
are.
a producer.
Rexographs.
He needed a producer, and I will be honest, dude. I don't think any song on this album is worse than "Hungry for Heaven." That's just my
I like
hot
Hungry
take
for
on it.
Heaven.
Oh, I think it's horrible. That's
Okay,
a terrible song.
Let's sum up our thoughts on the Dio series. I'm going to go first. It's interesting that in the same 365-day span, in the same year of time, we did both the first four Aussies, or did we go longer on? I think we went longer on Ozzy. We did Ozzy, and we did Dio's solo records. I think that's interesting, and I have to say, Ozzy's solo records are better, but Dio has better songs for me.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, if I were to take the favorite songs out of each one, I would have my favorites are Dio's, but Ozzy has better albums. That being said, neither one of them really, for me, musically speaking, albumly speaking, neither one of them had a really great solo career because they missed the push and pull that they had in Black Sabbath or in Rainbow. But it's actually really depressing to me how much we're beating these records up. Because in my mind, they were so much better. And then you sit down and you listen, and then there's these holes. And as a solo artist, I'm going to generously give the 4 records a B minus, an 8 out of 10. Generously done.
All 4 combined
Yeah, as 4 records combined.
as a package. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
as a package.
Well, that's funny because that's exactly what I would. I would have.
I'm gonna jump in
it.
here and say that I'm gonna share the tier maker thing, and we're gonna actually vote on it. That's what we should be doing with these episodes is doing that. And
Yeah, I assumed we were doing that.
I just set it up.
I was just talking about the whole thing.
I would say Holy Diver is a cut above everything else.
Oh God, yes.
Last in Line's the best song, Save It from Mediocrity, and then these other 2 records are not great. But let's just formally do the thing. I don't know what I just did. Hold on.
All right, masterpiece is none of them.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Don, what do you think? Holy Diver. Let's just talk about Holy Diver for a minute.
Holy Diver, I would say, is amazing.
Same, exactly same.
Oh, did I not share this thing? Hold on. Did I?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. I don't know if anyone can see it but me. But all right.
Yeah, I can see.
I can see it.
I can see.
I can see. I see dead people.
I can see clearly now.
Oh God. All right. So let's say Holy Diver is at least amazing, if not a masterpiece. We had said it was like Don gave it a 10 of 10. I think it's an 8 or 9 of 10. You did.
I would say it's a 9 of 10. To be masterpiece, you got to be 10 of 10.
10 of 10. All right, fair. So how do you feel about that, Don? You okay with that?
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
And then Last in Line.
Same.
I'd
Really?
say amazing. Yeah,
I think like 3 of the songs are amazing and the rest of it's not great, but the 3 amazing ones are like wood elevated.
Yeah, they're super amazing.
Now it goes downhill humongously off a cliff like an Olympic skier. Sacred Heart.
Eddie the
Mid.
Eagle coming down off a ski jump.
Mid to say.
Mid.
I mean, mid is generous, but
That's, I
okay.
was gonna
Yeah,
say that's
it's-
actually generous for me. You know,
And
so.
then this final one,
Bad.
Dream Evil, bad at least,
Bad.
or no? Don's gonna say mid or good.
Don's going to say mid. I'm going to
What?
say bad. You're the deciding vote.
What for Dream Evil
Yeah.
that we just listened to? No, it's amazing to me.
Oh God, really?
Well, I told you it's my.
Okay, if
to
he's
me,
going to go
it's the-
amazing.
No, if he's
They-
gonna go amazing, I'll say at least mid to good, like somewhere in between mid.
Okay,
and good.
if you say mid, that makes it good. That puts it to good.
Really? Is that how
If you average-
is that how a tiebreaker works?
One,
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
three.
average out
Look, I'm averaging this out. Okay, Don says
two mids
amazing.
makes a good.
I
Don
was
says
elected
amazing.
to lead, not to read.
Okay, Don says amazing, which is 4. I say bad, which is 1. Keefy, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna say mid.
So 2. It's 7. 7 divided by 3 is 2.5, which means 3.
All right, that's good.
Yeah,
Yep, all
that's
right.
about right.
So
Yeah.
that's
I
our
averaged that.
thingamabob.
And I do this under. I'm saying it being good. I'm under protest on this one.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll download this and share this to our some tagged socials. But yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. That,
But I
you
mean,
know,
overall, I think the Dio solo records are drugged down by 2 things. One, it's the '80s, and he's out of steam because everybody album in the '80s. You know. 2, he has no producer. He needs somebody. He needs a producer like Bob Ezrin. He needs a producer that will look him in the eyes and say, "This is not good, Ronnie James Dio."
Now that I will agree with, that I will side with because I feel that way too. And not really quick, just to cut back. Looking at this tier now, I 100% agree with this one. Now that I'm looking at it, like I think that is very, very accurate. Like even though I would consider that album amazing, looking at it like this makes me realize that like as far as in the grand scheme of everything in 4, that I think that this is a very appropriate tier for me.
Alrighty, we've rated it. We've gyrated it. We've B-rated it. Anything else we need to do?
so we can announce the next series, which we probably should have did at the news, but I forgot.
The-
The next series is the first 4 albums by Megadeth, because we do nothing if not just for hits. Megadeth.
We follow the news. We surf the news.
Well, this is my series to lead. We have a chaser next week, followed by Megadeth. Killing is my business, and business is good. If there's nothing else, you fellas, I'll take us home.
Take us home.
Actually, can I just real quick?
Sure.
On the tour, Megadeth and Sabotage were the support acts.
Interesting.
I just thought I'd throw that in. I thought that was.
I mean,
that would have been a good.
That would be
lineup,
a
though.
really good show.
I mean, Sabotage, Megadeth, Dio. I mean, like that. If you look back at Dio's tour history, though, I will say the guy could bill.
Oh, he was a road dog too.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Oh,
But
do we want to go
I
over
thought
the
that was
set
an
list?
interesting thing.
Yeah, we don't
We didn't go-
dislike Dio. We love Dio. I just think these albums are bad, and most of them are bad. And luckily, Holy Diver, he knocked it out of the park, and Last in Line has 3 great songs. And those 3 great songs and a few other ones would make up the whole set list.
So let's real quick. I want to go over the Monsters of Rock set list before we wrap this up. Stand Up and Shout, Dream Evil, Neon Nights, Naked in the Rain, Rock and Roll Children, Long Live Rock and Roll, aka the Rock and Roll Suite. The Last in Line, Holy Diver, Drum Solo. Why drum solo at a festival? I don't know. Heaven and Hell, Man of the Silver Mountain, All the Fools Sailed Away, Sunset Superman, Rainbow in the Dark, and he closes it out with We Rock. You know, one of the things about him that I really, really like is his set lists really span his career, and that is tremendous. So, and I think that's all I have to say.
I do actually, as you were talking about this, I do have to say what I think we could all agree with this is that Dio live and a set list of Dio live far exceeds the greatness of any of his albums individually.
Absolutely.
That's what I think, because like, especially by the time you got to this tour, he's actually in a place where he's playing the better songs of the albums, including, you know, his tenure in Sabbath and Rainbow or whatever, and doing the medleys or whatever. But So to be honest, give me the choice of listening to these albums individually or a live album from one of these tours. I'm going to gravitate to the live album because Dio has actually sounded better live than they did in the studio because they had that control of the live sound, not the thin produced sound in a studio.
Correct. Take us home, Keefy.
This thing won't quit. So unfortunately, you're all watching my screen in the background. Oh well. You've been listening to and possibly watching the Glacially Musical Podcast, a ghost cult joint. Join us next week for a Chaser episode where we will break down the entire Record Store Day 2018, April 18th.
3-hour episode.
39-hour marathon episode where we pontificate about every single possible release and its merits and therefore. I am your host or co-host Keefy from Ghost Cult Mag. I'm Ghost Cult Keefy. And I'm always joined by Don DeLamont of Talking the Talk with Don in Southeast of Heaven. And of course, the progenitor, the wellspring, the Odin Allfather of this podcast, Nick Boom Boom Cameron the Third, Esquire, member of Mensa. And
lapsed member. Haven't paid my dues.
Lapsed member. All right.
Lapsed member.
That's even better.
He's like, I let my membership fall. God damn it. I don't even get the free cooler now.
I'm not 100% sure if we've cursed this entire episode, but I just want to say
a little.
Fuck Ice and fuck Pam Bondi. You've been listening to the Glacially Musical Podcast. It does not play in Peoria. Dio absolutely did. Next week, we'll talk about record stores in Peoria. I'm Keefy and I'm out. I don't know how to get rid of this fucking screen share. I'm never doing it.
Why are we talking about record stores in Peoria?
Are there any?
Probably. I don't care.
There's like one record store in all of Peoria.
There's 2 record stores in Bloomington, which is next to Peoria, and those record stores suck ass.